Okay, George. Let's explore Vampire Island. We can't go that way, so we have to... Oh, there's a cliff we can't climb.
The cliff was steep. Too steep to climb without handholds. And I couldn't find any.
Bummer. That's cool. I like that arch. You're not going to walk through the water, are you? Is there anything back this way? I thought we'd read all of the notes. I know why we have that.
The sea looked inviting, but I was here to do a job.
The sail's in the way, so I... Seriously, kid, you couldn't have brought me around there? Slightly annoying.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there.
So we can't find any handholds. Why can't you just walk around there? What? How far out here can you go? So that is as far as the camera moves. Is there anything obvious around here? Kid, you sail me around that side? This all looks like cliff anyway. You got any rope?
Emily sure asks a lot of questions.
Rest man, this whole Emily business just isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, and so am I. She was my friend. Her aunts hated it, but we did move together, you know. She used to be real keen at hide and seek. It could take hours to find her. One time, the last time, it took days. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was nobody to hear her.
Where'd she hidden herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so good. We never exchanged another word about Emily Ketch.
Fair enough. Right, we need handholds.
The cliff was steep. Too steep to climb without handholds. And I couldn't find any.
And that, we're not tall enough to jump up there.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there.
Can't even interact with this. You could sail me further on the island or something. You wouldn't use that as a whatever they're called. I need something to stand on.
Rio's boat was strewn with fishing nets and tackle. I was quite happy where I was, relatively speaking.
We need a ladder. So we can't. We have this tiny little piece of sand and a sail blocking the way.
The cliff stopped me getting off the beach.
So you asked the kid to sail you round.
Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
What are you going to do with the net?
You planning on catching some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock.
don't know if... Well, fishing nets are strong.
Well, here I go. Wish me luck, Rio.
Good luck, George. Watch out for the Walking Dead.
I'll take it. I don't think, again, this is how it works, but I'll take it. Meanwhile, back in London. Down the
stumbled
docks.
down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow, in an abandoned London Underground station. This place must have been closed down decades ago.
Weighing machine. Interesting. Right, okay, what do we got?
The machine looked like it had sold its last ticket a long time ago. I'd probably break my neck if I climbed over the sleepers, or worse, a heel.
Oh yeah, that's worse. Right, is there anything in the vending machine? We have three
The
options.
machine needed to be fed a coin before it would operate. The cup was empty.
Shame.
The tray was empty.
Shame. There's going to be some snarky comment about a weighing machine, isn't there?
The machine wasn't about to weigh me for nothing.
Ah.
A
Needs coin
latch
too.
lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
You've got stuff though, haven't you?
The blade of the dagger just fitted between the door and the softwood frame.
Really good
The
blade.
door gave slightly, and then held firm. A latch lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
Oh, yeah, there's... Okay, so there's a crack. That's a cool little animation.
The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
You just said it fitted.
There was a narrow gap between the cupboard door and the wooden frame.
Right, so there's something that you need. You don't have.
A warning sign saying high voltage convinced me to leave the lights alone.
Smart. Don't think I want to leave.
It might have been a nice souvenir if it hadn't been torn and dirty. There was no point in
Okay.
going back up there.
Fair enough. There's not going to be anything hidden away. It's coin operated, right?
The tray was empty.
You ran...
The hair grip was too thick to fit into the crack.
Yeah, but that isn't.
The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
I disagree. You just said it
My
would work.
fingers were too big to reach into the tiny crack. The blade of the dagger was too thick to get... A small crack had appeared where the dagger had pried the door from its frame. Through the crack, I could just make out the latch which stopped the door from opening.
Yeah, so...
The blade of the dagger was too thick to get into the narrow crack.
What about brute force?
It was a hair clip.
Can you not open up the hair clip?
That isn't it at all.
Oh, okay. What's in the handbag? Whenever the train comes, it stops you doing whatever you're doing.
There was nothing useful in the bag.
Well, why have you got it then? Right, ticket machine. Can you prise open the ticket machine?
The machine looked like it had sold its last ticket a long time ago.
That isn't what I asked.
The blade was too thick for the narrow slot.
That might not be.
I didn't want to get the hair grip jammed in the slot.
Why? Stop shrugging.
The blade was too thick for the narrow slot. The slot was much too thin for my fingers.
There's a lot of slots and things in here. Finally, you decided to do something with a hair clip. Nice.
I pushed the hair clip into the slot and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine.
Is it a franc?
I pulled out an old English penny.
Oh, it's a penny.
It was an old English penny coin. On one side was Britannia, managing to look both virginal and matronly. On the other was the head of King George VI, looking much the same.
That's an old coin. Right. Is that broken?
The date on the poster was before I was born.
The map?
It looked just like the modern one.
But old and battered. Can we slot the coin through? No. Right, so the coin is going in the weighing machine. And we're going to break that weigh bit off.
I put the old penny into the slot, the needle twitched rustily and the machine spat out a card.
A card made of what?
The weight was in imperial units. It meant nothing to me. The card also had my fortune on it. A family quarrel will turn out to your advantage.
Don't think she's 13 stone. Fully clothed with heels, I don't think she's 13 stone.
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A wiggle with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
Press the button. Do it, George. So that stopped the trains.
The train was my ride out of there. I could worry about not having a ticket when I got to the docks.
Let's go. I'm not sure that's quite how these things work. We'll go with it. It was the 90s. It was a different time. Well done, George. Oh, we have two choices.
The path led off into the forest. The path led off into the forest.
But they lead the same place. Look out for spiders.
It was a stagnant swamp. Nothing, I mean nothing, would possess me to step into that swamp.
Fair. So it's the swamp that stops us from going on the other path. That's back. We can walk around. I think... Cool music again. Lair. Don't put your hand in it.
As soon as I stooped to investigate the hole, its inhabitant disappeared into the darkness.
Okay. Oh, you pulled the net back, so you climbed up, pulled the net, and then... Okay. What have we got? You can't get there. No, no, no. Go back, go back, go back. There might be something useful.
What the?
It's Taz.
Steady, guy. It's just a monkey.
It sounds like Taz. Oh, Salacious B. Crumb. We're gonna get lost in this forest, aren't we? You can see the other track, though.
No way was I going through that swamp to reach the reeds.
Am I gonna need the reeds?
Hold on. I've been here before. Haven't I?
Yes, you have. It's intentional. Trust me, we're going the long way round, but it's going to make sense. We'll be fine. We're going back to get those reeds, and then we can bring this guy out of his hidey hole. I don't know if that's going to work, but it seems something like this game would do. But if it's giving me reeds, we might need reeds. Start a fire or something. Because, you know, damp reeds start fires in the Broken Swordiverse. That's like the train.
It was a short, hollow reed. The end of the reed was too narrow for the dart to fit into.
I thought we had a weapon. But we don't, and now I'm sad. We're going to get fly-bombed soon as well. Where's the crazy monkey? Oh no, hold on.
The creature disappeared again, but I caught a glimpse of something small and furry.
Spider.
The end of the reed had been neatly bitten off. Now I knew what was living in there. A long-toothed, snarling, furry wild thing.
Great, but if it's bitten off the end of the reed, is it still too narrow? No. Nice.
The dart fitted snugly into the reed. Great. I was tooled up and dangerous.
Well, you tooled up. I don't know if you're dangerous. That's why we've kept this dart all this time, so we can make a blowpipe after a small, furry, dangerous, wild thing has bitten the edge off a reed. Right, okay. Good job we went back. I think we're going around in circles. Gonna come down this way. No, there's a extra.
What is this? The magic forest of deja vu or something?
does feel like it. We go up there. Apparently not. Damn flies. Oh, we got it somewhere. Catch. Initials and holes. That's
Initials
pretty.
carved into the stone read F.K. Frederick Ketch had been here.
And tell me about the holes.
3 shallow holes had been made in the rock. Joining the dots would make an equilateral triangle.
That's on a tripod.
The hill I was on had reminded me of a camel's hump as I'd climbed up it. Now I had to see what I could see.
Am I in control? Can't see shit. I haven't got a marker, that's the problem. We can go down. We can only go down. Can I throw this off in the great distance? Oh, it does. It's... right, okay. It's just... I thought it would be there. Keep going. Keep spinning. So we can go back. That's exit.
It was a good cave for hiding treasure in. Shame about the flooding problem.
It's got to be on this island. From what we've seen... We know that the treasure is on this island.
A needle rock. Eye of the needle?
Yeah.
A needle rock. Eye of the needle?
We keep going. Thread the... Something about threading the needle. So what we need to do... Is it a chicken threads the needle or a camel threads the needle or something? Camel! Hump! Ha! Right, so we need to line up that, and what we're standing on. Do I need to put a marker on here?
Heck. Ketch could have hidden his treasure anywhere. This island's full of hiding places.
Which is true, but I think you were... Oh, there's another one there. That might thread the other needle.
There was an enormous cave. Every tourist for the last 3 centuries must have been in that one.
How many tourists do you think come here, George?
An ugly little cave. Didn't look like the sort of place you'd want to leave treasure.
Oh, it's the perfect place. Is that it? And we have another notebook. Bronson, that's just saying they let you in the museum. This doesn't actually tell me what the book said. Rio and I arrived at Zombie Island without a hitch, only to be confronted by a tall cliff. Luckily, Rio had a net in his boat that I could use. It was tough going, and I began to think I should have invested in some kind of adventurous kit, ropes, grappling hooks, that kind of stuff. Can I walk this way? No, I can only go down the way we came. I think that's where the boat... That's a separate island, so that's where the boat is. If we're looking through there, can we see that? Does that thread the needle? In which case, we're way over here. I feel like we need to go and put this marker on something. He says that's flooded. It's a different island anyway. We don't have a spade either. Or a shovel. Or any sort of serious digging equipment. Nothing on the beach. I think it might be that.
An ugly little cave. Didn't look like the sort of place you'd want to leave treasure.
It's the Holy Grail. Can't go any further.
There was an enormous cave. Every tourist for the last 3 centuries must have been in that one. There was an enormous cave.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Let's leave that here. At the risk of having to redo all of this, I think we've missed a trick with the marker. The theodolite was perfect for that position. I think I've missed... I can't go out that way, can I? No. And what are we doing with a blow dart? Now that we have one, that might be for a later thing. It might be that we come across some people who we need to deal with and we can do that, but it just seems odd. The other thing, having done that, there's 2 ways through the forest, right? So, what if we go the other way? Goddamn flies! The camel threads the needle, wasn't it? The camel threads the needle. So we just need to find a camel and then thread it through the needle. Maybe this is a different area. We need to get lower down. We'll find out. It's all part of the exploration of the game, isn't it? Yeah, this is a different area. George? George? Where are you? Mushrooms. That looks like something we should be able to interact with.
If I jumped, I could just about reach the branch. Climbing the tree wasn't going to help any in this situation.
But you never know when you might need a branch. Baby elephant.
The path
it's
was
a
blocked
boar.
by an ugly and extremely dangerous-looking boar.
It's not that big. It's not that ugly either. But, you know, you're good at stuff like this. Animal cruelty and all that. You've just pissed it off. That poison probably doesn't work anymore, but it's run off. And we've lost our dart. Good job we went there first. Like the other side. Go down that way. We can always come back. Needle. Oh, I didn't think you were going to climb it.
I'd have to be bitten by a radioactive spider before I stood any chance of getting up there.
That's a cool reference.
It was a needle of rock in the middle of the clearing.
What can you see, George?
It didn't look like a natural formation. I remembered Ketch's log. For is it
These
not
tunnels
writ
aren't a natural
that 'tis
formation.
easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle? Seemed pretty relevant now.
I feel like we should go that way. We're going to go this way. We can always come back. Oh, we just did a loop. Okay. Odd. Follow the needle, I suppose. One thing I will say about this game, and I know the development cycle, everything is different. Oh, this is back here. Wait, how does... Can I not go back?
What the... Steady, guy. It's just a monkey.
I mean, it's a rabid monkey. Oh, god damn it. Why did I come all the way over here to put the marker on? That's obviously where we put the marker. Yeah, no, this game, I know that the development cycle was much smaller, it came out much quicker, there probably wasn't as much time spent developing the story, even though the story is, I am liking it, I'm enjoying this. It doesn't feel like it has the same pacing. I was constantly felt like I was being pushed and pushed and pushed with Shadow of the Templars. I don't feel like there's an actual reason why we're doing this. You know, there is a time limit. Oh, in 9 days there's going to be a total eclipse and you've got to stop whatever's going to happen before that happens. Fly off to London in the 90s. You know,
The marker wasn't going to stay attached to anything as thick as the creeper. I could see no point in tying the net to the creepers on the rock. I'd better think this through. No, I had to think of something else.
Okay.
Nope.
Can we pull the creeper off? Is it that straightforward? Yeah, I'm not feeling the time-sensitive nature to...
The creeper just came away from the rock as I pulled it.
So keep pulling it.
The marker wasn't going to stay attached to anything as thick as the creeper. The creeper didn't look like it would hold my weight.
Right, what do we do with the creeper?
The creeper felt unpleasant and fleshy.
There isn't much that I can interact with.
The net attached easily enough to the creeper and seemed secure.
Oh, the marker's got to go on top, hasn't it? No, that's not what I intended. Creeper with the net. Oh, he just drops it. Right, okay.
Great. I'd created some sort of creeper marker fishing net assembly. Sometimes I terrify myself with my creative genius.
And then I'm guessing that gets thrown over the top of there then, with the marker on. That worked too perfectly.
I'd successfully got the marker into a position near the top of the needle simply by using the kind of lateral thinking that can get you institutionalized.
Now we need to go back. Not this way. The other way. The other way. So many ways. Ways, other ways. Things, doodads. Right, that's ready to go. Into the forest. We want to go up that mountain. And then we're going to fix the marker in our sights. It's going to thread the camel needle thing. And we're going to find Ketch's treasure. Meanwhile, in London... Probably. It was that way, wasn't it? So by doing this, we've lost the net.
What the?
We found Taz. But we've lost the net.
Guy, it's just a monkey.
We've lost the marker. We've lost the theodolite. We've lost the dart. But we've gained a reed. So, you know, small positives and silver linings. We haven't found any zombies, either. I wonder what the three holes were as well. Was that... because Ketch can't have put them in. They wouldn't have have had a theodolite. Could have had a theodolite-like item, I suppose. Or is that just a gameplay mechanic to tell you to put the theodolite here? That way. My guess is it's just them pointing out that you can put a tripoded item on this rock. Which helps. It wasn't that way, was it? Well, George, pick up the pace a bit. We don't want to be here all day. We have French girl from London to meet. Back in wherever it was. Quadramante? Or just outside of Quadramante. That is beautiful. I know it's an old game, graphically it's, you know, but I appreciate the scale and the idea of it. Right, how bright does that marker show up? It's not threading that. It must be pretty obvious.
Heck, Ketch could have hidden his treasure anywhere. This island's full of hiding places.
It's there.
It was the marker which I had raised up the needle of rock. It was the marker which I had raised up the needle of rock.
If I do down...
It was the marker which I had raised
You're
up
not
the
going to
needle
look
of
at
rock.
it. Yeah, so look at it. Does it thread that hole? That down is exit. It's that. That is where we need to be. That is the needle that we've threaded. Or are we looking for a cave?
There was an enormous cave. Every tourist for the last 3 centuries must have been in that one. An ugly little cave. Didn't look like the sort of place you'd want to leave treasure.
Right, that is in shot.
I could see the marker I had fastened on the rock down in the forest, and right in line with it, that had to be where Ketch had hidden his treasure.
So we just need to get there. That little cave, is that a cave? Right, I agree. And it triggered something. But what do we do now? How do we get there, George? Keep spinning. You're not going to go back, are you? So that has gone. We can't interact with that either. Okay, I guess we leave. Wait, hold on. Are we not taking the theodolite with us?
It was Bronson's theodolite, now being put to a nobler use than petty larceny. Joining the dots would make an equilateral triangle.
I guess we're leaving the theodolite. I'm not sure we'd get it back through customs anyway. This can't be right. It still says go to Camel's Hump Hill. I'm only looking at that because this doesn't feel right. I'm not having that as that's one of the hints that I've used. Oh, we can go down the other side now. That's just me not moving the mouse around. As George prepares to return to the shaman's village, Nico finds herself at London's Tower Bridge. Shoot the cannon.
I couldn't open the crate, and I couldn't move it.
Oh, it's Pablo.
The crate was sealed and too heavy to move. I wasn't going in there until I knew if anyone was inside.
That's on me. That's it, game over. I hope it auto-saved. Because I didn't. I didn't realise that the players could die. Right, we need to save.